Welcome to day 4 of our video blog about listening for God. And sometimes I hear people say, what am I listening for? What am I supposed to, how do I know it's God's voice? And I think sometimes, a lot of times, it's a nudge. And I wanted to share this story. This is from Bruce Bloomer's book, Mighty Winds and Gentle Whispers, The Purpose and Power of the Holy Spirit, which is a book we're reading here at Bear Creek for Lent. And he shares this story. It's been a busy day. Our family was preparing for a long out-of-state trip, and I was also planning a presentation to deliver to 30 people. With one last stop on my list, I pulled into a gas station to fill my car with gas. The evening was beautiful, and even though it was already late and growing darker, I paused to breathe in the unusually cool summer air. It was then that I noticed a woman pacing back and forth around the gas station parking lot, nervously opening and closing her phone. A peace came over me, and a voice clearly said, "Ask her if she needs anything." The woman was in her early 20s and had dark hair pulled up in a bun. Going up to the woman, I asked, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?" She told me she was looking for the bus station and that she needed to get to Minneapolis. "Well, you're close to the city bus, but you're a long way from the bus station. Do you need a ride?" Didn't take her long to agree, and she headed toward my car. When she got into my car, she completely broke down. Through sobs and tears, she told me that a man had befriended her, but it led to her being controlled and trapped in a hotel. He had been selling her for sex. Her heart froze and sadness fell over me. She showed me the website. There she was, an online advertisement for human trafficking and sexual exploitation. All she had were the clothes on her back and the cell phone she'd taken from the man when she escaped. As we drove to the bus station, I told her that we needed to call the police. The woman was so afraid and kept echoing no. And I just kept repeating, "You're safe. The police can help you." I think why she finally relented and let me make the call was because she knew another woman was still trapped in the hotel. When we arrived at the bus station, the police weren't there yet. A white SUV roared into the bus station. We sat low in my car, and soon he took off. It was her tormentor. After about 10 minutes, the police arrived. She was able to tell her story, and eventually they got her on a bus to go home. The next day, my mom called and said I was famous. Without saying my name, it was announced on the news that help from a local Good Samaritan led to 2 women being rescued from sex trafficking and a man headed for prison. It was so clear to me that this was the Holy Spirit. Standing outside and enjoying the evening, I was not distracted by the world and was able to clearly hear that I needed to ask this woman if anything was okay. I felt safe and completely at peace about approaching the woman. I just responded to the nudge of God. That's what we're listening for, and we need to get quiet enough to hear the nudge. And when we learn to tune in, and that's what we're trying to do each day here, is learning to kind of turn the knob and tune in to where God is speaking. That God, that Holy Spirit, it speaks to us in other places more and more in our lives. So I hope today you can begin to listen for the nudges of God, tuning into God, so that God can nudge you and bring you more life and bring the world more life through you. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.